One America's Rachel Ribaudo takes a deeper look into the organization's teachings and how it could be financing jihadist groups in the Middle East.
Bill and Hillary Clinton are finding themselves in a deeper pool of controversy as a new report reveals their close ties to GEMS Education International. The education management firm, which operates from its headquarters in Dubai, is one of the largest K-12 education networks in the Middle East, North Africa, and Asia, and even runs schools in the UK and here in the US. GEMS Education focuses on educating its students on tolerance, global citizenship, and spreading its underlying teachings of Sharia law, a philosophy known for repressing women and minority rights. Billionaire Sunny Varkey, an education entrepreneur, founded GEMS Education International and also developed the nonprofit Varkey Foundation. GEMS Education donated close to $5 million to the Clinton Foundation, while the Varkey Foundation gave between $250,000 to $500,000. But the Clintons' connections don't stop there. From 2011 to 2014, Bill Clinton served as the honorary chairman for GEMS Education and collected a total of $5.6 million in fees from the firm over a 5-year span, which he later reported on his income tax returns with his wife Hillary. GEMS Education is not only controversial for its teachings, but also its financing, as reports indicate the company employs 2 teams of Sharia finance advisors. Since the 1950s, businesses and companies across the Middle East have been encouraged to use Sharia-compliant financing as opposed to legitimate banking systems. Under Sharia-compliant financing, companies are required to pay an annual Sharia tax, which takes a little over 2% of the company's revenue to spend towards Muslim charities, many of which are known jihad groups. Richard Pollack, a senior investigative reporter for the Daily Caller Foundation, went on Secure Freedom Radio this week and explained how Sharia taxes are being used to fund terrorist organizations.
Well, it turns out that part of the bedrock of Sharia finance is a Sharia tax to provide for other types of activities within the society. And there's 8 different taxes, and one of the 8 is that you must pay funds to jihad, to Islamic jihad, which is really the code word for war with the West, or war with your enemies.
Some bigger banks across the globe have adopted the policies of Sharia financing. Citibank, Dow Jones & Company, Goldman Sachs, and Morgan Stanley are just a few of the institutions that are listed as Sharia-compliant banks, 2 of which have long-stemmed ties to the Clintons. However, when it comes to the question of whether or not Bill or Hillary Clinton knew of the GEMS firm's connection to Sharia law, Pollack says it would be hard to believe they were not aware.
They're very smart people. In fact, that's what they promote, that they are worldly, that they have a sense of how the world operates, and it is impossible to believe that they could be associated with a series of schools throughout the Islamic region of the Middle East and North Africa, and even in Kenya and Uganda with Muslim schools there, and not understand and not be aware that Sharia law is simply part and parcel of the Islamic way of life.
Rachel Ribaudo, One America News.